Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. There has been an update on the case summary page. In Idaho versus Kohberger, it occurred yesterday, May 5th, 2025. And it relates to this rather baffling notice of hearing that appears on the docket on April 30th, 2025, without a subject, a reason for convening this sealed, closed hearing. And it did occur, as we can see here by a new notation on the case summary page. If you go to the very last page, page number 91, you will see two items in the middle of the page. The first is May 5th, 2025, hearing scheduled 11:30 a.m. Judicial Officer Judge Hippler, remote and sealed. And directly underneath it is the update. May 5th, 2025. Court minutes. Judicial Officer, we see Judge Hippler's name there, presiding over the proceeding, sealed. So what this tells us is that while court minutes were taken down and what happened at that hearing was memorialized to writing, the public will also not have access to those court minutes because they are sealed from the public until or unless Judge Hippler decides to unseal them. Then the public may finally have some notification as to what the purpose of this hearing was and some of the details of what occurred. Now, to be sure, court minutes are not transcripts. Minutes do not look like the transcript that Judge Hippler ordered to be released to the public earlier this year from the January 23rd, 2025, 9 o'clock a.m. closed and sealed hearing on the defense's motion to suppress and also then pending motion for a Franks hearing. If you read that transcript, you will note that it is verbatim. It is word for word, line by line of what everyone said during the hearing. Minutes are different. They are a synopsis. And if you'd like to take a look at what minutes look like, go to Mr. Kohberger's arraignment in May of 2023 in Latah County. That was a public hearing, but there were also court minutes that were taken down, 2 pages, and it provided a synopsis of what occurred during the arraignment. So the public continues to be, I believe, baffled by the purpose of this hearing. There's been a lot of speculation, in my opinion, unnecessary speculation, because of the secrecy of this hearing to where the public was not even told what the purpose of the hearing was. Now, hopefully at some point these minutes will be unsealed so that we can learn in retrospect what happened yesterday in Judge Hippler's courtroom during this remote and sealed hearing. Or perhaps there will be an order that will be rendered by Judge Hippler if anything was decided at that hearing. That will be public. So we're going to continue to monitor the docket for any further details regarding this first in this case, hearing notice with no topic. If and when further details appear in the court records or on the case summary page, we will of course update you. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast, Idaho versus Kohberger. Thanks for joining us here today.